Hi, welcome to Straight Talk. I'm Loretta Rose, your host. Today we're on location in Columbus, Georgia at St. Luke Ministry Center. Today is SportsVisions' 7th annual High School Female Athlete of the Year Awards Luncheon. We're going to take you inside so you can see this magnificent community event. Stick around. You're watching here on cable TV. It is Beam TV. And now we have caught up with some of the ladies here at SportsVisions 7th Annual High School Female Athlete of the Year Awards Luncheon. Congratulations, ladies. Tell me your name and school.
My name is Brianna Conley, and I'm from Northside High School.
Northside. And what sport?
Soccer.
Oh, wow. And your name?
Claire Cahalan.
And what school?
Northside High School.
And your sport?
Softball.
All right. Well, congratulations. I know you're excited. What would you like to say to your coaches?
I would just like to say thank you for pouring into me and always believing in me.
Awesome. And what would you like to say to SportsVision?
Thank you for the recognition and for honoring me for this award.
Oh, and I know you have much gratitude also for your coach and SportsVision.
Yes, I do. I would like to thank my coaches and SportsVisions for setting this amazing award ceremony and recognizing us, especially as females athletes, you know.
Wow, that's pretty special. I love that you said that, especially female athletes. Well, ladies, thank you for sharing, and we're super, super proud of you. And I know you're going to pay it forward.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Congratulations. And we have caught up with some more female athletes, recipients. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
Tell me your name and school.
My name is Shavandria Crimes, and I attend Stewart County High School.
And your sport?
Track and field.
My name is Zariah Gilbert, and I attend Stewart County High School. And I play basketball.
Oh, basketball. All right. So what would you like to say to your coaches? Because they have been very instrumental.
I would like to say thank you to my high school track coach as well as my AAU track coach. Thank you all for everything, and I'm grateful for everything y'all done for me.
Awesome.
I would like to say thank you to you all. Y'all really inspired me every day to keep on going up and keep on pushing every day.
We're proud of you as well.
Thank you.
So what would you like to say to SportsVision?
I'd like to say thank you for this opportunity, for being here. Thank you.
I thank you all for giving this opportunity to a lot of young athletes, and I'm ready to come back to more.
Oh, all right. We were going to see you come at many more to come, okay? This is what's happening at SportsVision, and we thank them. You're watching here on cable TV. We caught up with another award recipient, not just one, but two. Okay, tell us your name and school.
My name is Akilah Shelton. I go to Hardaway.
Hardaway. All right, the Hawks, right? Yes. So tell us, how does it feel to not only receive one award, but two, girl?
It feels good. I still have working to do, so hopefully I get more awards later.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm going to say this is the beginning.
Yes.
So what is your sport?
I play basketball and volleyball, but mainly my sport is basketball.
Oh, you love that basketball. I can tell.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, yes. What would you like to say to your coach?
Thank you for nominating me to come here, and thank you for being my coach.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And what would you like to say to SportsVision for recognizing you?
Thank you for having me here, and thank you for letting me win these trophies. I don't know what to say.
Well, girl, I would be overwhelmed as well. I would be speechless as well to win, too. Hold them up. We are proud. That's awesome. Yes. And I'm sure that inspires you to just keep on doing more.
Yes, ma'am.
The hard work pays off, as you can see.
Yes.
Awesome. This is what's happening here. We're at SportsVision 7th Annual High School Female Athlete of the Year Awards Luncheon. Now we have caught up with a MVP, Christina Faison. Oh, and I am super, super proud of this young lady because I've known her since she was a baby. Not one award, but two. Okay, Christina, what school?
I go to Calvary Christian School.
Now, how does this feel? Two at one time.
It's a little bit overwhelming, but I'm just excited. I thank God for allowing me to be able to be in the place, to have the gifts and talents to earn these awards.
Oh, wow, wow. She said the key thing. She thanked God. And we can tell that is a driving force with your success. Now, what would you like to say to your coaches? Because I know you had to put in some hard work, some labor, and sometimes, you don't want to do it, but the coaches, they just coach you on. What would you like to say to your coaches?
I would just like to say thank you all so much for pushing me to be the player that I am today. And I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all so much.
Absolutely. And what would you like to say to SportsVision? Because I believe you're the athlete of the year as well.
Yes, sir. I would just like to say thank you guys so much for giving me the opportunity to earn these awards, and I appreciate y'all for just being there. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we are going to continue to follow you, and this is what's happening. And thank you, SportsVision, for recognizing these ladies that slay in the game, as I call it. You're watching here on cable TV. And now we have caught up with some ladies from Lynette High School. Tell me your name.
Amelia Ziegler. Ariel Hall.
Wow, you ladies are so gorgeous, first of all. Tell me the sports that you play.
Cheer and volleyball and track and basketball.
Wow.
Cheer, volleyball, track, basketball, and that's all.
So, how does it feel to be recognized for what you love to do? And it shows you that you never know who's watching you. See, people have been watching you more than you realize. How does it make you feel to be recognized like this?
It makes me feel good and confident in what I do.
I love that.
It makes me feel good, and it really encouraged me to do better.
I love that. And that's the purpose of what SportsVision is doing. I call it a mentoring program. What would you like to say to your coaches?
Thank you for coaching me and pushing me to do better.
Pushing you. Yes.
Thank you so much for coaching me and be the best that I could be.
Absolutely. Well, we see that, and we want to allow you to thank SportsVision as well, because they didn't have to do this, but they has been watching athletes like yourself, and they just want to shine a light on what you're doing. That means so much. What would you like to say to them?
Thank you, SportsVision. Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely. Well, as you can see, the ladies are so happy. Some of them are just speechless. They just overjoyed with the excitement of being recognized. Because a lot of time we see males being recognized, but to see a light shine on our ladies, wow, that's a whole nother like. You're watching here on cable TV. And now we have caught up with our keynote speaker today. He was phenomenal. You can tell that he loves coaching the ladies. Coach Baker.
Yes, ma'am.
You were wonderful.
Thank you.
How long you've been coaching?
I have been coaching women's sports for 30 years. Over 25 years of college coaching experience.
Wow. Well, what is the unique thing about the ladies? Because I imagine it's different coaching guys and ladies.
Well, I played basketball, played sports, baseball, three sport athlete. So I did get some experience of how, guys work in a team environment. But for women, women are very smart. Women are very smart. Also, they bring a lot of emotion.
Yes.
They, develop and garner those friendships, for life, from 5 to 10 years down the road. So anytime you're in a team environment, connection, communication is very important. Support is very important. So the emotional attachment, definitely success that carries over onto the court. So the one big thing, coaching women and what I admire is they're engaged in the classroom. They have their goals set in life, and they definitely exemplify, teamwork,
Yes.
through their emotional attachments.
Well, I think you said it so well. You said it so well. What would you like to say to SportsVision? Because you had a lot of great things to say about DJ, and I mean, you're a success story yourself.
Thank you. I just want to say to SportsVision, I appreciate, the opportunity to come back home, give me an opportunity to, see family, see friends, see, coaches that, guided me along the way, my own coaches, and just the community of coaches. That's what I really like about this area. It doesn't matter who you play for. It takes a village to, raise a child, and that's true to this area. That's just not, me just, blowing smoke or saying a cliche. We're definitely a community of coaches here, in the Columbus area. And I just want to say to SportsVision, thank you. And just to see the outpouring support that the community provided today. Individuals like yourself, AFLAC, Houston Sports Clinic, just outpouring support. And in particular for the female athletes of the year. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Well, Coach Cedric Baker,
Yes,
you have
yes.
been a blessing.
Thank you.
And thank you for your sacrifice, the role you play behind the scene. Because not only you're a coach, but you're a mentor, and sometimes you all are like that parent away from home. So thank you so much. We'll appreciate you. You are the real MVP player, okay?
Thank you.
This is what's happening with SportsVision.
Thank you, Loretta. Again, I really appreciate all of you coming out today and honoring these beautiful young ladies. Oftentimes they get overlooked, but I know Dale and I both, when we started with the football luncheon 15 years ago, we were going and building momentum, and everybody was loving on it, but nobody was doing anything for the females. So we decided that we were going to honor these young ladies because in doing so, we found out that not only do they have GPAs off the charts, but they're talented, multi-talented. They're cheerleaders, they're gymnasts, they're softball players, flag football players, it's basketball players. They do it all, and they carry not just a 4.0, 4.1, 4.2, 4.3. It's amazing what these beautiful young ladies are able to do, and we're just proud that we were able to take advantage of this opportunity, take advantage of this platform with our sponsors and our community partners to do so. So again, give these young ladies a big round of applause. A little bit earlier, we had our group give us some specialty awards, and one of my favorite people in the world, Miss Pam Williams, wasn't here to receive her SportsVisions Community Service Award. So if you would, Pam, come on up. You're very special for me to do this. Come on back up. We're going to take a picture. She wasn't here earlier. Come on stage. Come on stage. Thank you, Pam. All right. Without further ado, a young man had the opportunity to receive the HBCU SportsVisions Coach of the Year Award, and you heard a number of his accomplishments. I'm going to do it a little different, because this is one of our homeboys. He's a Columbus native and a Kendrick Cherokee. He is the SIAC Women's Basketball Coach of the Year for 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the stage, from Savannah State University, Coach Cedric Baker.
Good afternoon, my friends. All right. I didn't realize there would be so many people here. I don't know if I should preach or start coaching. I want to, first of all, thank DJ for all those nice things he said about me, far more generous than I deserve. While I sat there and listened, I had opportunity to reflect, review all the teachers I had here in Columbus, all the coaches. I had the opportunity to play for and meet, and it reminded me of everything DJ said was mostly accurate. What he neglected to tell you is I spent most of my young years here in Columbus trying to be like DJ Jones. I tried to dress like DJ, but I discovered I couldn't afford the nice suits that he wears. I even tried to comb my hair like DJ Jones, but I didn't have the quite texture of hair. I even tried to play football like DJ Jones, but I soon discovered that wouldn't happen in this life, so I'm going to claim that in another life. Had the opportunity to, be on the show with DJ and Dale. My heart is just warm with the outpouring support that you're providing for SportsVisions today. I know protocol has been set, but let's just celebrate, DJ and Dale and what they're doing in the Columbus community by giving them a round of applause. I wouldn't be where I am today without individuals in the Columbus community and the surrounding area if it wasn't for individuals like DJ Jones. And DJ has already told me that here at St. Luke, we get out at 12. We didn't quite get out at 12 o'clock, but I promised to get you out by 12 midnight. How about that? All right. In short, I'll say this. After about 2 weeks in corporate America, I decided to be committed to women's sports, to women's basketball. So I left corporate America about 2 weeks on the job. Had the opportunity to meet Thomas Sporty Williams, a coach, longtime Hall of Fame coach here from Columbus, Georgia. Recommended me for my first college job in South Carolina. I'll tell you that story in short. I went to my parents, went to my mom, and told them, hey, I'm leaving. I'm going to South Carolina to coach a women's basketball team. Hadn't won over 5 years. Had that opportunity. And of course, when you get into sports, I'm a math major, so when you get into sports, 3/4 of what comes out of a person's mouth about sports and coaching is probably going to be negative. So of course, people said, hey, you don't have, the coaching tree, you don't have a big time name, you're not from a big time school. Hey, I knew all of that. I wish they would have told me something I didn't know. But you never underestimate, the power of God. And my mom, told me that, hey, God can do anything. So I headed to South Carolina. I took a shortcake from Central High School. I took a sugar from Spencer High School. And I took a peaches west of Georgia and recruited them to South Carolina. And Shortcake is here with me today from Central. She was on my first championship team in 94-95 at Voorhees. So with that being said, those young women, hey, remind me of the young women that we're, awarding here today. So I took off to South Carolina. After that first, practice, those young girls, hey, they called any and everybody they knew. Anybody who would listen. And of course, the heat and the pressure was on. And so they, decided to have, of course, a team meeting. And, the AD, they'll call the AD, they'll call back, call parents. And in a few months, I know some of you will be going to college, and coaches are going to apply heat and pressure. So no sense in crying, no sense in calling home to DJ, he ain't coming, But those young ladies, those 12 young ladies, peaches, sugar, shortcake, I call them the baker's dozen, the recipe, for success. Special group of young women who decided to do something special for women's sports. They decided to, hey, come together, hey, we're gonna win games and we're gonna graduate from college. How that ended, hey, they did their research, they checked my resume, and everything they wanted on paper and in a coach, I didn't have. But what I did have was a lot of love. I cared for them. They're gonna go to class because I cared about their future. They're gonna lift weights. They're gonna run miles because I want them to have a healthy lifestyle. So I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for young women like yourself who want to do something special in this community, in the world of sports. So today I want to say to you, I know protocol has been set, but congratulations. Now, coaches, just want to say one thing, a couple things to you. Hey, if your lineup isn't working, hey, change your lineup. If the defense isn't working, change your defense. If your offense isn't working, change your defense. If something is not helping you, change. Now, if your wife or husband is not helping you, you got to stay with the one you have. Every diamond is a rock, but every rock is definitely not a diamond. Ladies, which one are you? Every diamond is a rock, but every rock is definitely not a diamond. Which one are you? The difference between the two is heat and pressure. I'm the head coach of Savannah State University women's basketball team. But I've been instructed today by DJ, and I'm coachable. I listen to good instruction. So I've been coached by DJ today to bring both the heat and the pressure, the inspiration and the encouragement, the passion and the excitement. Now, finding a springboard for my speech today, I didn't have to dig far. I didn't have to go far. I found those diamonds right in front of my eyes. I found those diamonds to your right and to your left. You all different faces, you all different needs, you all differ in your physical attributes. But the one thing you have in common, you've been graded with equality and certified as female athletes of the year. Congratulations again. Now that quality grade that you have received, how did you get that grade? I'm glad you asked. 3 things that I know all of you are familiar with. You're familiar with the alphabets. So 3 things, A, B, and C. You're here today, number 1, because of your ability, not your personality. You're here today because of your ability, not your personality. SportsVisions has recognized you to have the power, because you have the power and the wherewithal in your possession to do something at a very high level. You have worked hard in the trenches. You have demonstrated excellence in education, excellence in the classroom. I'm a firm believer of what you do off the court or the field is going to be a direct correlation to what you do in the classroom. No pass, no play. You're obligated to your teammates, coaches, and fan support to make the game better than how we found it. Why? Because of the resources, because of the support that's here today. Resources, the money, the cheddar, the cheese, the paper, the celery, the dinero, the doves, the feta, the dough, the bread, the cash money. The resources, young ladies, has already been provided for you to meet your expectations. The number 2 reason you're here is your behavior. You are the best of the best. You're here today because your attitude has determined your destination. Your attitude has gotten you to this point today. Now let me give you the definition of attitude, behavior. Behavior is an outward expression of your inner feelings. It lets you know what's going on the inside of a person. Whenever I got in trouble with my coaches, and I received those 4-letter words of aggressive counseling from them, it was because I wasn't listening to good instruction. Now, I was a good guy. I was just acting like I didn't know any better. But I had what you call an attitude adjustment. See, that bench will adjust your attitude. I was missing shots, and my coach told me, hey, Cedric, if you shoot in the ocean, you will hit the bank. You know how big the ocean is? So I had an attitude adjustment. Again, that bench will adjust your attitude. It pays to listen to good instruction. I encourage you to pull forward everything you've learned in the past from your coaches, from your parents, from your teachers, to put you to set yourself up for a very bright future. Sometimes you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have to stretch yourself to reach your goals. I encourage you to have a great self-improvement plan. Train and don't complain. Coaches, sometimes it's okay. Teachers, parents, it's okay. It's necessary to apply the Board of Education to the seat of learning. No wood, no fire, to create the heat and pressure to form the beautiful diamonds that you see here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the only place wood comes after the fire and success comes before work is in the dictionary. Again, get comfortable being uncomfortable and be willing again to stretch yourself to reach your goals. And if you feel the standards are too high, God has provided steps called grace and mercy to get you to your destination. The writer says experience is the master teacher. His road was hard and rough. Wisdom sat back and watched him and said, I have experienced enough. See, you learn from people, other people's mistakes. It pays again to listen to good instruction. My third point for you today, we talked about A, ability. We talked about B, your behavior. C, and my last point, is your competitive edge. How do you get a competitive edge? By keeping Christ in your life. That story is the greatest source of encouragement. It's the greatest source of inspiration. It's the greatest source of passion, sacrifice, and potential. It's the greatest source to eliminate any excuses when the heat and the pressure is applied. See, one thing about the game doesn't care who or what he or she, the game doesn't care who he saves. You don't have to come from a big-time university to be a big-time coach. You don't have to come from a big-time high school or AAU program to be a big-time player. The peaks and valleys of your life is only the heat and pressure being applied to improve the quality of your life for a guaranteed diamond, bright future. Ladies, again, and in closing, I would never be in this position if it wasn't for beautiful diamonds like yourself, a group of special women who decided to do something special. Please remember, do not estimate the power of God. Do not underestimate the power of love, coaches. If we show we care, put our arms around them, hey, these young women will do any and everything for you. Again, congratulations. Thank you, SportsVision. Hey, congratulations and best of luck in all of your future endeavors. Thank you.
And now we have caught up with one of the partners' daughter, Amber Williams, who is the daughter of Dale Williams. And I would like to say she is a SportsVision daughter. Yes, so you're all about daughters, okay? So Amber, how does it feel to see this outcome today? It's steady growing every year.
Yes, it is a blessing to see so many different people come out to support the young ladies in the community. Oftentimes, young women are overlooked in sports, and that's why my dad and Daryl Jones, my dad is Dale Williams, but DJ and Daryl Jones, they started this so that all athletes in the community can get an opportunity to get recognition, and each year it gets larger and larger, and it's just nice to see the young ladies get the praise that sometimes they may not receive in other communities or whatnot. So it's a great blessing.
It is, and as a daughter of a professional sports guy like your father, to see how him and DJ have poured into other children, because they do a lot more behind the scene than people really see in the cameras. How does it make you feel as a daughter to see the lives being impacted positively through this platform?
Yes, it makes me feel great. I think a lot of stuff people don't know behind the scenes, but whether that's, making sure that all the schools and coaches are notified, and the little small details that come together for a larger picture. And it also shows their character. I love my daddy Dale, and I love DJ Jones, and their friendship. They've been friends for over almost 60 years almost. And it's just amazing to see how they communicate and have that friendship and business together. And although my daddy is currently under the weather, we appreciate everyone's prayers and support. He loves SportsVisions. We let him listen sometimes, and he is in good spirits right now, but he's still in need of care. And it's just a blessing to see his vision and their vision as a team and as friends come together for the greater good.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Well, give Dale a hug from us all. We love him. And you are the pretty version girl, the pretty girl version of your daddy, okay?
Thank you.
We love you, Dale Williams. And I know you're going to be watching this episode as well. This is what's happening with SportsVision. And now we are talking to the man of the hour. I like to call him Coach DJ Jones. DJ, this has been wonderful. The ladies just love it. It's different for males to be recognized, but the ladies, they were just lost with words, because they were like being a female athlete, being recognized means so much. And this is what you saw this 7 years ago. I mean, how does it feel to be able to just make these ladies feel so special like that?
Well, I can tell you, Dale and I feel like proud papas when we were able to coordinate this event 7 years ago and start the first one, and knowing that these young ladies were getting neglected as far as their acknowledgement in the community after, a superlative season or a great game. And you know what, we had, we said if nobody else is going to do it, we might as well do it. And we are glad that we did, because we found out that these young ladies are not only talented and beautiful, they are very, very intelligent. I'm talking 4.1, 4.2, not the average 3-point scale. These ladies excel over and above, and then they're participating in multiple sports. They're doing softball, they're doing soccer, they're doing gymnastics and cheerleading. And I mean, these young ladies, and again, I just can't say enough about the 27 schools that sent the representatives here today to be recognized.
Wow, wow. And it takes a lot. You make it look so easy, but 27 schools, he just said, and that's a lot behind the scene. What would you like to say about your guest speaker? He was phenomenal, and a female coach.
Absolutely, but I didn't expect anything less from a great Kappa man. As of course, that's my frat brother. Okay. Cedric Baker he's a gem. He's a gem, and not only a Columbus native, but a former Kendrick Cherokee. Somebody that not only could look out there for those kids and talk to those kids, for them to, of course, to inspire them and to encourage them. But he's one of them. Not too long ago, he was on the playgrounds in the school systems. The same thing that these kids in this community are going through, and they see a successful coach who came up pretty much the same way they did.
Wow, wow. And he thought a lot of you. He thought a lot.
Well, I'm getting a little long in the tooth, and I'll tell you, it's a blessing, though. And nothing makes me more happy to know that I've touched lives.
Absolutely, and that's why we love you, our hometown sports guy. What would you like to say to your sponsors?
I'd just like to thank them, because obviously they could spend their money with anybody. Of course, they've entrusted Dale and I with, of course, their logos, their brands, and again, our service, has really meant so much to us. SportsVisions since 2004. And having the opportunity to honor these kids and coaches, because somebody poured into us. Absolutely. And it's absolutely fantastic. We appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, thank you, SportsVision. This is what's happening. You're watching here on cable TV. It is Beam TV.